We're gonna get after it. So give me one sec. Let me go ahead and bring that up, and we can. What are we doing? Oh, I need to select that. There we go. And share. All right. Sonia Norwood. Good morning, Miss Sonia. How are you this morning? So I actually met Sonia Norwood on the way to a Falcons game. She actually hopped on the train with me. And we're kind of staring at each other, and she was like, "Are you T. Will from One Time for the Fan?" And I am. So, good to see you again this morning, Sonia. And rise up, and it is Victory Monday. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well, and I hope you're doing well as also. Well as also. Good grammar there. All right, guys. So let's get into it. I want to look at a couple of columns. Number one, third down efficiency. Tampa Bay was 9 of 14. That is almost 80%. We got to talk about that. Like that's pretty much. We'll leave the light on for you. Do you need a pinch? Can we bring you up anything? How about your food? I mean, we just rolled out the red carpet for them, guys. Give me your thoughts on our third down efficiency as a defense, and I will start with one loquacious Mr. Ladarius. Go ahead, sir. What do you got?
Well, just really quickly, listen, it's always been a problem all season. It's we can't simply get teams off the football field. I go back to the first game of the season when we played the Steelers. We had the same issue where, yeah, they didn't score a touchdown, but we couldn't get them off the field. And and this is what I don't know if Jimmy is watching early this morning. Hopefully he's knowing him. He's probably sleeping in because he doesn't believe in stuff. So he doesn't believe in getting to the office rolling in around 12 o'clock. So
You said Jimmy got a good night's sleep last night.
He got his bottle of cognac. He's like, man, he's banging and banging, baby.
Oh, wow.
He's not gonna roll until about noon. So, but so like I say, it doesn't surprise me because it's been an issue. And then when he says throw away the stat sheet, that's the one stat you need to look at because if we can't simply get teams off the football field, then that gives them the greater opportunity to score, which is exactly what happened. So to me, it's been a problem all season. Despite the win, that stat stands out the most because look, that's been a long-term issue with this defense amongst other issues. We can't get teams off the football field and give more time to our offense. So I'm just telling Jimmy, maybe you need to look at that stat sheet and look at where we are at opponent third down conversion percentage and get back to me. Or probably don't even get back to me because you're rolling at noon anyway. So it'll be too late. The point would have probably passed itself. So like I say, not surprised whatsoever. It's something we have to improve upon if we're going to be serious as a defense.
Definitely got to improve upon it. Gentleman, Red Swarm says, as disabled and hobbled as the Sucks were, hey, love the nickname for him, Red Swarm. As disabled and hobbled as the Sucks were without Evans and Godwin, yesterday's victory was nowhere as convincing as a victory as I was expecting. As for me, I'm tired of Jimmy Lake's play calling. He makes a good point, guys. The Bucks were, they were very depleted yesterday. And some would say that they made too much of a game out of it and that we allowed them to. C-Dub, and I'm going to have to take down Red Swarm's comments. But C-Dub, how are you feeling about that? Do you feel like this victory should have been more convincing? You think we should have won by double-digit points? Give me your thoughts on that right quick.
On that alone, yeah, but here's the thing. Let me ask the question with the question. This was a division rival, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And let me ask another one. Not only a division rival, hasn't this team won the NFC South 2 years in a row?
Mm-hmm.
That they have.
And wasn't Baker one of the key guys on that team?
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel like I'm in court for some reason.
No,
Yes.
no. You're not in court. No, it's all I'm saying is when it comes to it's like this. Should we have won big time? Yeah, but here's the thing: the other guys get paid too, and not just that, but did you really think they were going to show up and not fight? Because if you did, that's wrong on you. Now, I get what people are saying. Hey, we should have been able to, dominate everything, but sometimes we're not. This is the Falcons' MO also. If there's an distinct advantage for us, we don't take it. I don't know. Jimmy Lake. Oh, sorry. God, man, got something in my.
You saying we got to do it the hard way? Is that what you're saying? We got to do it the hard way?
Look, yes, we do. I mean, because, like I said, this game should have been we all talked about it. Should have been not an easy win because I hate saying that in a division game. And I keep stressing that because it was. And look, let's be honest. This was the only team a lot of us were like, if we're going to lose a game, it will be to this team.
Yeah.
And that was before the injuries.
Yeah.
So I get why people are like, man, we struggled. No, we didn't. It was a division game. Look, Peter Veas is not injured. And he was a big obstacle, especially against Tyler Algier.
Mm-hmm.
You think about it. And by the way, Peter Veas, it would be nice if the Falcons had a guy like that. Just saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
You asked about the defense. What's wrong with you? Don't have a guy like Peter Veas. You don't have a defensive tackle that takes up two blockers and makes and frees up everything else. But
You're right, man. You are totally right, my friend. I tell you what, man, what's interesting is when we initially went to this 3-4 defense, the whole time I'm saying, all right, so who's going to be our big ugly? In other words, our big guy to clog up the middle. And in traditional 3-4 defenses, that's what you have, right? You've got two external defensive linemen and a big ass nose tackle that can take up two blocks, and that frees up your outside rushers typically. I don't understand why we didn't get it, but again, I'm not a coach with the Falcons, so I don't know, whatever. But I really would love to get into let's just look at these stats, man. And Ron, I'm gonna throw this to you, and then I'm gonna take this banner off because it's covering up somebody's face. Sorry, Ladarius. All right, so
yeah, we should never cover up Ladarius' face, by the way.
never, ever, ever. So 9 of 14, which is almost abysmal. They ran 72 plays. We ran 60. They won the time of possession battle, but not that much. I think they had it for 32 minutes and 34 seconds. We had it for 27 minutes and 26 seconds. But guys, if you really want to look at why we won the game, all you got to do is look at one category, and that's turnover. Three, we had none, right? Which, think about it, you're fighting a team with one hand behind their back, and you still only won because of turnovers. That doesn't inspire confidence in me, but maybe I'm looking at this wrong. I you know what I mean? Because I really thought about this yesterday. It was that Ryan. I see y'all in the AM. What's good? What's good, Ryan? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Ryan?
All is well. Ryan,
Good morning.
hey man, this man's a football genius in his own right. But yeah, man, we had to have 3 turnovers to win the game by 5 points yesterday. I don't know how I feel about that. Ron, what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts? Let's walk through that. What are you thinking regarding that?
My thoughts is I love it, the takeaways, but we cannot depend on that every week. we got to keep on doing more. If we trying to go somewhere with this, we got to get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
We got, okay, for an example, the 49ers got to the quarterback last night. Got to that last night. Who we played coming up week, we played Dallas. We got to get to that. We got to make him feel us.
Yeah.
And we got to make him do stuff that he don't want to do.
Yeah.
So we got to hit him. Every time we see him, we got to hit him. We got to put him on the ground every time. But this is the Falcons saying, we don't know what Sat says. Zimmy, like, we don't know what we don't know what Sats look like. So I will take it.
All right. So Ryan says, yes, you're looking at it wrong. We are winning and have yet to play a complete game. And I agree with that, right? I do agree. We've yet to play a complete game, right? And
Right.
we are winning, and that is a good thing. That is a good thing. I don't want to take away from Ryan's point. However, we should have devoured Tampa Bay yesterday, at least in my mind's eye. They're down 2 receivers. You know, again, like C-Dub said, they get paid too. This is a division
Right.
rival. They are the division champs, but I felt like we left some on the table. I felt like there were some missed opportunities. We did score 31 points. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. Let's get to what Rich says. So Nando, good morning, Nando. How you doing, brother? Rich Rising fellas, enjoy this win on Victory Monday. It is Victory Monday. Ryan also says, nah, you create takeaways equals, which means man, come on, Ron. Y'all have made Ryan mad this morning. Defense needs to be better on stopping the run. If we can stop the run, we can win. Yeah, and you're right about that. Ryan, look, yesterday we determined, well, I determined, I think you guys agree with me, but we kind of, one of our takeaways, Ryan, was that we need a big ugly. We need at this trade deadline, we need 2 pieces. We need an edge rusher and we need a big ugly to clog up the middle. We need a big ass defensive nose tackle to clog up the middle because, to your point, Ryan, they are just running over us. Ryan also says Dak isn't the threat Dallas running game that needs to concern us. We have not been good at stopping the run. We haven't, but their run game was terrible.
Well,
their run game
was terrible. They've been having problems with the running the ball for the last 2 months.
No, well, not just that. If you look at their pass percentages, I think what's called Ladarius actually did the numbers on his review for San Fran and the 49ers. And well, actually, I'll throw it to you, Ladarius. You're the one that came up with it, actually, or you the one that said it.
Right back to C-Dub right after this. Double dare. That's the game show. Double dare.
Look,
physical challenge. Physical challenge. I don't know the answer. No. What I did in my video. I appreciate you watching the video, C-Dub. I appreciate it. And those who did watch it. You know what? The one stat I did talk about with the Cowboys is, listen, they were at the time they were 3rd in team passing touchdown percentage at 72.7%. So they get their touchdowns via the air. So they've been heavily reliant on the passing game. However, listen, when we look at their defense, listen, the biggest concern, and I think Twill brought it up. Listen, their run defense is not great. So so.
Stopping, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm sorry, but no, just to be quick, the core when we faced Dallas, listen, what we saw on Sunday night. Just look at what the 49ers did. Like, look at what they did, and the 49ers, they're arguably one of the best, one of the best players in the whole league in Christian McCaffrey, and they somehow figured out how to beat Dallas's defense. They went out.
Some dude named Guerrero, ran up on them.
Yeah,
not Eddie, not Eddie Guerrero, the other Guerrero, but not Chavo, but and they gave a lot of folks. And listen, we saw a lot of George Kittle. So, because George Kittle creates mismatches, the penultimate goal is find the mismatch, and I think leading into the Dallas game, look, I'm not saying Kyle Pitts may have a similar game, but there's a mismatch out there to be found. Just watch what the 49ers did, and they were just as down. They were down their best player in the run game, and some guy people never heard of. They plugged him in because I think Jordan Mason was hurt. So they figured it out. So I said, just like in this Tampa Bay game, like I say, it was a win, but we can't play like that against teams like Dallas. Don't let the loss fool you. Don't let the record fool you. It's the wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm not saying it's a trap game, but what I'm saying is, don't go in there thinking that, oh, well, they have a losing record, they're going to come out here and play bad. No.
You're going to get everything they got. You're going to get 3-4. They are desperate. They are awful loss. You're going to get everything that they can throw at you. And I agree with you 100%, Ladarius. You better come in there guns blazing. You better come in there guns blazing. And you know what I mean? Now, with that being said, the Falcons should win that game. We're at home. If ever there was a time to send the Cowgirls home crying, it is that day on that particular time. But I don't think it'll be a cakewalk because 3-4, you're desperate. You back an animal against the wall, you're gonna get its best. You're gonna get the best fight it has. Good morning, Krista. Good morning. Happy Falcons Victory Monday. So, guys, new segment of the show. And again, this is our Monday morning show. It's called 3 Falcons Up and 3 Falcons Down. Now, I know who one of them is going to be because I was on the show with y'all yesterday. I know who one of them is going to be. I'm going to give you mine, right? And we're gonna go from there. So number one yesterday, and hey man, Richie, I love you, Richie. But this is gonna hurt, Richie. What the hell were you doing? What were you doing yesterday?
What's going on?
Richie? What were you? Who were you covering?
Don't punish me.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
All right, so Richie Grant's down. I'm sorry, man. There was a noticeable difference between you could see it yesterday. You could see it. You could see a difference between Justin and Richie. And look, Richie's a good run stopper. I'll say that. He can come up, he can lay the wood. I just don't think coverage is his strong suit. So the other Falcon that would be down, I hate to admit it because I don't want to hear you guys mouth. Jimmy Lake. Jimmy, we got to figure something out, buddy. I don't know what the hell it is. Don't damn smile, Ladarius. I see you.
Wait. Oh, no. Oh, man. That's awful. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Look
over to the dark side.
Come over to the dark side. No, I will not come over to the dark side.
Hey, listen, we got snacks.
We did all of the 9 points in the second half, but come on, Jimmy, get it together.
We got some snacks for you. Come on over.
Krista said, hey, guys.
Hey, Krista.
Krista also says, yes, a win, and I'm not worried about those Cowgirls. Damn right, Krista. Birdcake says, nah, Richie was trash, but Jack was
bait.
Ryan says Jimmy Lake gotta go.
Hey, we got another.
Hey, ho, Jimmy Lake has got to go. Hey, oh, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Jimmy comes rolls in at 12 o'clock.
Stop it. All right, so my third Falcon down is Hinton, the guy that backed up was it
Lindstrom?
I don't know. I don't know. So those are my 3 down. My 3 up, number 1, I'm going to go Bijan. Number 2, I'm going to go Kirk Cousins with the scramble. What? Are you serious? I did not know Kirk had that in his bag of tricks. Are you kidding me? 3rd down and 12. Wait a minute. Option 1 isn't there. Option 2 isn't there. You know what? I'm about to run this thing. Let me swag surf on down for about 11, 12 yards.
There
Damn,
goes
got no
my
first
hero running down on me. Yep. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That actually sounded halfway decent. Who knew?
Halfway. Okay, you know what?
I was giving you credit. I was giving you
Listen,
credit.
I know you were upset you're on the Jimmy Lake train. Listen, I told you we got
Oh,
snacks.
wow. I'm down with the trade. You're going to include me.
Listen,
Jeez.
we
And
offered
then
you
the
snacks.
third Falcon
You know,
up.
T-Dub was offered to bring you in. He did the
Yeah,
handshake.
Yeah.
And
I'm
yet,
disinvited now. I'm disinvited. Wow.
we'll see.
We're not.
We're not disinvited.
No.
Me, Ron, and C-Dub will have a conference, and we'll we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it.
Not only that, but we have a fellow historian that would like to also join the party too.
My
Apparently,
man, Brian. Hey, I love it.
Listen, there's a fifth seat, and it's waiting for you.
Hey now. Hey. So, and then, all right. So, guys, third Falcon up is going to be, Ryan says, let him stay on the lake trip. Third Falcon. You guys are making me laugh. Zach Robinson. Because he finally figured out how to use Kyle, and I'm going to knock on wood so we don't regress next week. But it seems like he's figured out, look, I got to, if I put Kyle in certain matchups, to your point, Ladarius, or whoever was talking about matchups, we can make some major hay. So that's my 3 Falcons up, 3 Falcons down. Ron, man of many shows. 3 Falcons up, 3 Falcons down. Who you got, brother? Go ahead.
Well, Jimmy Lake, aka Ray Charles, aka Stevie Wonder.
You know, they say actually Stevie can see.
Yeah, Stevie can see. Yeah,
I've seen
he definitely can see more than Jimmy did.
Yeah.
Damn.
Get some headsets for Stevie, please.
Ryan, the historian. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm not gonna even stay that long, but I'm just sitting back. I'm. You know what? I had to pop in because I hear this foolery that you spitting this morning. Straight foolishness. You sitting here on this Jimmy Lake train. It's got to stop. Listen, Jimmy.
Right.
Listen, Jimmy Lake ain't hitting like Lakeside, man. I know you old school, so you know about that old Lakeside.
Ain't no fantastic voyage, I tell you that much.
Yeah, exactly. Ain't no fantastic. Listen, ain't no fantastic voyage going on right now, man. So you might as well go ahead and save that BS. And Richie.
Oh wow.
Hey, if we gonna trade Richie Grant, man, you got to trade Richie Grant for at least an RC Cola and a bag of potato chips, man. He got to go.
He gets no moon pie. No.
You know what? I'm not. Wait a minute.
Moon pies, he still ain't get no moon pie. No.
Wow.
You know what? I ain't gonna listen. I'm not gonna disrespect RC Cola like that because it definitely was hitting back in the day. I can't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I have to say, man, can we go ahead? Can we go ahead and give him like a Shasta Cola or something like that to hit the hell on?
There you go.
The flattest soda on the planet. Listen, sit it out. No, it's already flat when you bought it. Stop it.
Oh my God. Hey, good morning, Carrie.
Good morning, Carrie.
For the fan, our excellent.
Hey, Carrie.
He's outstanding. Good morning. Krista says, everyone thinks our defense is so bad, but honestly, we ain't bad. We knocked the ball out and got 2 interceptions, plus we are all over the other team. Damn right, Krista. That's right. Jimmy Lake 2024. I'm just kidding.
What? Excuse me.
Wait, what? Whoa. Don't do that to us. We didn't sign up for that.
Get him out.
Next week, I'm going to have a Jimmy Lake hat. I'm going to have a free Jimmy.
You do that. You do that.
Hey, man, you might know. You know what you need to do? You need to get you a picture with Jimmy Lake on the shirt and say "Fantastic Voyage, Lakeside." That's what you need to say on it, because you the only one. Look, you the only one that's riding on that voyage right now.
Right. I don't know where y'all going, but it's
hey,
I don't know where.
Hey, nah, man. But here's the thing, though. But truthfully, that does fall on Raheem Morris, though. If you really want to be honest, that's the head man in charge, and that's the guy who has the final say so of what goes on out there on that field. I know everybody's looking at the turnovers. I get it, but let's be real. We just beat a team and really should have beat them worse than what we did without their 2 stars. We played a team that had pretty much one leg in an ass kicking contest. That's pretty much what it was. And they, for some reason, was able to use that one leg. So I'm never gonna complain about a win. But the thing that most of us are trying to point out, because look, it's Victory Monday. Ain't nothing to cry about. We at the top of the division. It's just some things that I think we need to fix, T-Will, to put us in a position to be a better football team, because we still haven't played a complete game yet, and we're winning like that. Yeah. So just imagine what we're gonna look like when we finally play a complete game, man. It's just like, it's frustrating, but you can't be mad, because we still would be crying if this was Arthur Smith losing like last year.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Carlos says, please preach, because folks say the zone Jimmy calling what do you say is okay?
Caller ID.
Oh, caller ID. Damn.
Yep. Damn. Thank you, Carlos. Carlos right.
No, you're right. I get it. I obviously I need another prescription, but go ahead. I'm sorry, Ryan.
No, how many missed tackles did we have? No, like, be honest though, fellas. And I'm not saying this to be a Debbie Downer, because I love these birds. Always have been here since '91. So the question is this: how do we? Because they're not teaching these boys contact teaching now, because you really can't hit in practice anymore. How do you become a better team physically, and how do you work on your fundamentals and being able to bring down ball carriers if you're not able to tackle? And all these guys, it was too many missed tackles yesterday, and they were able to run on this. Dallas is going to run the ball with Zeke and with Dalvin Cook. We have to be able to tackle a little bit better if we want to pull this off next Sunday. How do we stop the run?
Well, like you always say, Ryan, you got to go back to the basics.
Or like you guys said, and I think Ryan, I think all of you guys have said, we got 2 options in my humble opinion. First, let me do some housekeeping. April, Carlos says the defense that's when it counts most. April Thomas says, hello, everyone. Good morning, April.
All right.
Miss Carrie says, Jimmy Lake really needs help. I'm sorry, our pass rush and run defense still needs work. At this rate, we will have 17 sacks on the season. And Carrie also says Jesse Bates has been 80% of the defense respectfully.
Yeah.
He is a game changer, and without him and some other big players from our secondary, our defense has been pretty bad, unfortunately. And I cannot disagree with her. But guys, here's what I'm thinking. And Ryan, you and I talked about this. Matter of fact, I think everybody on the panel talked about this. We got 2 choices. We either need to bring in a notable big ugly, like a big old mountain of a nose tackle, and a pass rusher, or we need to go and get a pass rusher, and we need to, I guess, install some 4-3 components into our defense. Those are my thoughts. But Ryan, I'd love to hear your 3 up and 3 down. Give me 3 Falcons up and 3 Falcons down.
We honestly saw missing Justin Simmons was huge, because I know Carrie said 80% of that defense is Bates. Justin Simmons does the stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. So that is a Falcon that's a down for me, because with his injury, it's cost us. So truthfully, let's be honest. Jesse Bates is just as big of a component of this defense as Justin Simmons is as big of a component on this defense as Jesse Bates. Because when you have both of those guys back there, it's hard to figure out who you're going to throw on. Justin Simmons sets the tone for the defense. Bates is the one who was doing it last year, but you pretty much see that Justin Simmons is more of a bully than Bates. So his presence missed with Richie Grant back there. For everybody that wanted to be on that Richie Grant train, I want y'all to really think about that.
No, we ain't got
another
game yesterday.
Another down, and I say this, another down part is Grady not being 100%. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but Grady is not 100%, and it's obvious because basic plays that he would make, he's struggling with. But anybody that's ever had a knee injury, or had to come back off of surgery. It's a mental thing. Physically, he's there, but he's not 100% because he was a little gimpy yesterday too. So I'm not ragging on him. I'm just speaking on things that are going on that are affecting what we do, because Grady's a big part of this defense.
Okay.
Lastly, the other Hawk Falcon down, I gotta say, is Troy Anderson. Surprisingly, because even though he might miss a lot of tackles, his speed and his athleticism covers up a lot of deficiencies and defectiveness from this linebacker squad that we have right now. We got 2 traditional linebackers. We don't have a Devondre Campbell or a Foye Oluokun that can go out in the coverage as well as come downhill and drop the hat. So our linebacking core is really hurting as well. So there are things that winning cures all, but the winning is covering up a lot of deficiencies, because when we play against Minnesota this year, who to me I feel like is the second best team in the NFL, and then you got Washington, those teams will expose your deficiencies offensively. They will expose you. So those are my 3 that I have.
Yeah. All right. What about 3 up, Ryan?
I'll say with the 3 up, I'll have to say I'm not the biggest Kyle Pitts fan, but the man playing for his contract at this point. He's trying to get some money. Yeah. But I got to give it to him. 1 touchdown yesterday because they gave him one. I don't give a damn what the books say. Because he dropped one. And then here's the other thing. The other thing that I think that is a up for us is this offensive line keeping Kirk clean. No one's talking about these boys. We, as much of a McGarry hater as a lot of us are, because we want him gone, you didn't hear his name yesterday.
You did not. You did.
So the offensive line is doing their job in the pass protecting area. And here's the other thing I got to say. The wide receiving play is a lot better than what it was last year. That's my other 3 up, because you're noticing guys catching the ball. You're noticing guys are attacking the ball and not letting it come to them. And a little honorable mention, I said this on your show before. Kerry's just reiterating this. I said this a long time ago. Yeah. I said Steve Wilkes was hanging around the building, and C-Dub can attest to this because he heard me say this on the cage. I said Wilkes should have already had an assistant job with possibly the defensive line or the linebackers. At least have him in the building for a position, at least. If you're not going to bring him in as some type of special coordinator, bring him in as a position coach, an assistant position coach, to help this defense get better. That's what I got. Or help him be an advisor to Jimmy Lake. That's what I got.
Yeah. I agree with everything you said, brother, which is why you're the greatest. I'm not. I ain't the greatest. I'm just learning the game still, brother. I'm like y'all. BS, you probably done forgot more coverages than I will never know. Stop it, Ryan. Anyway, Kerry says good play secondary. I meant to say, sorry, typo. Krista says you're right on that. Kerry says, what about Steve? Well, I just kind of put that up there. To help out with the defense as an advisor, I remember with Steve not training camp, and he was. Krista says the Chargers 2 are going to be tough. Coming up. And then Kerry says, what's going on with our interior defensive line? I remember going into the season being so excited about the position group and the depth with Grady and Onyemata being healthy and Goldman underwhelming. Yeah, man, I think Eddie might have lost too much weight. I don't know what's going on there, because Eddie would have been the perfect nose tackle, but damn it, he stopped eating the cheeseburgers. I don't know. We need you to eat cheeseburgers.
Man, time for him to get healthy.
Come on, man. We need fat Eddie Goldman back.
Give this man some quarter pounders. Stack.
Hey. You should.
I don't think he want to eat McDonald's right now with the way stuff going on.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, yeah.
I don't think he.
Come on.
Why y'all want to wait a minute? Why y'all want to feed him poison, man? You'll see McDonald's killing folks right now, right? Why? If you gonna feed him, if you gonna feed him something, you need to go ahead. Hey, you know what? You need to go take that boy over there to K&K Soul Food or Busy Bees and slap some soul food in his belly. Give back to the community as well and give him some soul food to put that weight on it.
I love it.
All we do is promote great healthy food here. So
What'd you say, Ron?
Man, I know you. Wait a minute. I know you just didn't say this is it.
Yeah.
Wait, what? This is it. What? This is it.
Never mind. Let me keep my mouth shut.
Look, he can have it.
Man, this is
It's
Uh,
a
no.
Right.
I'm laughing about this is it or whatever. We know this is it ain't been right since '95.
Well, I'm not there no more. So
He's in high school with me.
and now we know. And now we know. The Falcons
I'm sad about it because that was my spot.
That's what it is. He's upset. Falcons offense has been so good, and big game players make big game plays on defense. Covered up the lack of pass rush and run defense. And you know what? I will agree with Kerry because let me tell you something. AJ did something that he doesn't do. Well, I'm not going to say that he doesn't do, but I hadn't do. AJ baited Baker yesterday because he's in zone. And he motioned like he was going towards the post route, pivoted around back for that interception, and that's a good old-fashioned bait. Typically, AJ's interceptions have been on coverage, but that's the first time I really saw him use guile yesterday. So that's a good point, Kerry. Ronnie Thomas, you out there, brother? Give me your 3 up and 3 down.
I got the job with
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I got the job with Coach Cousins.
All right.
When he took off, I was like, "Oh Lord!"
It was like, what the hell are we doing? First down. Holy shit. No, go down.
I was like, "Get down, get down."
Go down.
I was like, "Go down."
Don't you do it.
I was like, "Go down."
No, that was I literally. So I got my drink in hand, right, guys? And I'm drinking, and I did spit. I cleaned the monitor, but I spit because I was like, what are you doing? Wait,
right.
No, keep running. No, get down. Get
I
down.
was like, "Get down."
And then, notice when he got tackled, he fell forward, and I was like, "Oh shit!" They tackled his leg. Oh,
Right.
is he? And he got up, and all was well. So I'm with you, brother. I mean, Kirk doing that scramble, man.
I was like,
Big. He scared the hell out of me. Y'all
Me
know
too.
I got heart issues. I don't. Them damn Falcons kill me yesterday, man. They tried to yesterday. They really did. I need to talk about this, Ron. I don't mean to cut you off, but goddamn it, Falcons, I need y'all to get it together, okay? I'm trying to send me back to Henry County Hospital, and I'm just saying, yesterday was hard. It was hard, dude. What the hell? You know what? I need to make an amendment. Damn it, Coop. What the hell is up with you, man? Why are you messing with me? There's no reason for you to miss that field goal yesterday. I'm just saying. All right, Ron, I had to get that off my chest.
B-John, when he ran to the touchdown and he stopped and the dude ran right across him and he was like, "Hey, where you going? I'm right here. Do you see me now?" And my last
I'm laughing at Carlo. I'm sorry.
top
I'm
hit
not gonna say what he said.
Carlo a fool.
when he got
Family show. Jeez, man. Sorry, YouTube. Go ahead.
top hit, got 2 touchdowns. I like where did Kyle Pitts been at? Kyle Pitts. We know you trying to get paid, player, but you need to play like this for the rest of the season. I like it.
Hey, wait a minute. Make sure he don't drop the damn ball before he crossed the goal line, please.
Yesterday, Kyle.
Thank you. We got one.
But
the refs let's be real, the refs gave us one because he dropped that ball before he crossed.
I with you, but I told Buck Flair, he a Tampa Bay fan. I said, karma is a bitch. I said, y'all cheated us with Tom Brady. And I said, it came back to hunt you now. So how does it feel? He was like, well, I can't say nothing. I said, of course you can't. You're a Tampa Bay fan. What can you say?
Nothing, but we whipped at it. No, I'm kidding. So Ron, I felt the need to say that because I'm stupid. I don't know. Ron, we got Kirk. Who are your other two Falcons that are up right now? Life is
Kyle
good.
Pitts and B. John Robinson.
B. John Robinson. All right. So I know this thing is coming. Jimmy Lake, this is gonna be a tough day for you, brother. Give me your three Falcons. Give me your three. I'm trying to work with you, Jimmy. Give me something to work with, Jimmy.
Jimmy Lake TKO. The old school, you better let it go. You gotta let it go, Jimmy Lake.
Looking like another love TKO.
You gotta let.
No, I'm not playing.
Oh,
I'm y'all manager because we got musical talent on this.
Listen, we don't know. Me and Ryan will probably go on the road to when the season ends. So
you gotta let it go, Jimmy Lake.
The get rid of Jimmy Lake tour is coming to your city.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'll be your manager because I have no musical talent whatsoever. And my head is too large to be in a musical industry. But I'll be your manager.
I need to have my lawyer go over that. I need my lawyer to go over the contract before I do any business, sir.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
Hey,
we're not getting swindled. No.
Yeah, you ain't listen. You ain't gonna be like Big Red in the 5 Heartbeats. I don't dangle from roofs. I'm letting you know that now.
Listen, we know your office hours are from 9 to 5. We will be there.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
You ain't dangling.
I ain't like.
over no kind of balcony. That's what we're not gonna do.
Thank you. I ain't like Bird. I fight back.
Oh, wow. Guys, you ain't dangling me out there.
And my last one. My last one is Richie Grant. Can we trade him right now?
Being down, right?
Yeah, down.
I forgot where we were. I stopped keeping score.
Can we trade him for
Richie being down?
A bologna sandwich, an old fashioned with no cheese, no mayonnaise, no mustard, just plain bologna sandwich.
I want
Ryan, you know you just used a Ryan because that's something that Ryan would say. That's why Ryan's laughing.
That's my old shoe right there. That's my
laughing. Look at him. That's why he's proud of you right now, Ron.
You can tell everybody. Oh, tell everybody. You the man.
Hey, that boy say a bologna sandwich.
hey,
with no cheese.
Old fashioned bologna sandwich.
You at least gonna put a piece of cheese on it or something?
No, he don't deserve it.
Not wasting the cheese.
Dang, he got.
Or the
no cheese.
You know what? He was being nice.
Skillet. He's gonna get it out the skillet where it's got the little.
Hey Terry. Hey T Will. Hey T Will. He being nice about. Hey T Will. He being nice about that. I thought he was gonna say a wish sandwich, 2 pieces of bread, and you wish you had some substance to go with it. Or a syrup sandwich.
Yeah, a plain bologna sandwich.
You ain't been without. What's that? That's just 2 pieces of bread and maybe some mayo.
No, he doesn't deserve the mayo. You giving him too much now.
Oh, come on. Yeah. That's cruel. Everybody.
Hey. The reason why is Jimmy Lake doesn't see stats, so he doesn't see ingredients either. So it's all good.
All right. Hey, C-Dub, real quick.
Yep.
Give me your 3 ups, and then we'll close that out.
My 3 ups are real. My 3 ups are easy. It's going to be Kirk Cousins, Mr. Run Force Run, and we got. I want to. And then I want to give another up to Bijan, and I got to give the last up to Jesse Bates because, he was the guy, but 2, he had to make those plays. Man punched out the ball, got the ball. The man made sure intercepted the ball. I mean, he was everywhere. And, even Terrell was able to get off and get a interception. So then my downs, man, come on. Let's go to it. Mr. Grant, you trash. Look, I love how the Falcons always want to just say, I love how the Falcons like to go, oh, we're good. We're good. It's almost like this. I feel like every time I hear them say that, like I'm listening to the Waterboy show movie where they go, oh, guys, you're in this. Bobby can't be doing this by himself. And then everyone walks away. The coach looks at Bobby. Look, you're the only one that can do anything. Don't make a play. Something. Do it for me. I mean, and he's about in tears. That's how I see this team.
Water really sucks. Go ahead. I'm kidding. Go ahead. All right.
My second down, man, I'm not going to give it on Tyler Algier, but I am going to give it to that whole possession where we fumbled the ball because Tyler fumbles and then the lineman kicks the ball. And then the only one that made a good play was Mooney where he smacked it out of bounds.
Yeah.
To get the
safety. God he did. That might have saved the game. Wow. Right there might have saved the game. Thank God he did, but you're right.
But that was, to me, it's like they all get it down. It's like at least the receiver gets an up on that one too. But because of the awareness factor. Now, the last one, well, get out of my dreams. Get it. You're not getting in my car. Go into the ocean with your brother because Jimmy Lake, your ass. I mean, dude, you don't see stats, but you see stats are for losers. But last week you lost, so I don't know what that says about you. But look, but it's getting to the point where it's getting bad that Raheem is going to have to do something. Or the criticism needs to be focused on Raheem because he chose this man. So, yeah.
Ladarius.
But that's the same as I've ever seen C-Double.
Yeah, man. Hey. What? Yeah.
And I got the beating stick for Kyle next time.
Yeah.
You and John with these damn sticks.
Yeah, Moses,
John was a baseball bat. Dude,
John had the John had the Joe Clark special yesterday with that bat.
Hey, don't be crazy.
Ladarius, give me your 3 up and 3 down.
I don't know. I can't beat Joe Clark. Anyway, okay. I'm thinking about the movie. I'm sorry. They call me crazy. Oh. Yeah. I want to transfer. What do you want now? You want to leave? You smoke crack, don't you? All right. Wait, Max. All right.
You guys aren't going to sing the Fair East Side song? I mean, I teed it up for you guys.
Side by side, east side.
I've teed it up for you.
Listen. You got a lot of singing, and that's all right. That's all right.
Fair East Side.
There you go.
Side by side, east side.
Loyalty.
Hey. There you go.
Yep.
We are the 4myATL Sports.
Congratulations, you resung our automata.
We're the 4myATL, ladies and gentlemen. Every Monday morning. No, seriously, 3 up and 3 down. What you got?
Well, listen. Well, it's simple. It's Kirko, it's Bijan, and listen, Kyle Pitt. Lucky for that touchdown. We all saw it, so I'm not going to reemphasize. Listen. Camera didn't lie. Like as big as a Kyle Pitts fan, even I had to say, listen, I got 4 eyes, and all 4 saw that ball didn't reach that goal line. But anyway, like listen, maybe three tried to convince the one, like maybe, like no, all 4 said no. And listen, the 3 down. Listen, I'm gonna make it short and simple. It's Jimmy Lake times 3. That's it.
Damn.
Cheeks.
Oh,
not
man.
Mr. Cheeks. Not confused with the
I know I'm hard, but that was rough.
Well, listen.
Damn, we gotta stop.
Listen,
all
he
Vic
rolled.
is
Listen,
over here.
he's not even listening right now. He don't roll into a 12 o'clock anyway. So who cares? He doesn't roll into a 12. He probably still asleep now. Like, oh, you guys talked about me? Yeah, you wouldn't know, would you, Jimmy?
Jesus.
Yeah, you don't roll until 12 o'clock, pal. Some of us get up at early to go to work. You get paid millions, Jimmy. What do? I'll just roll in at 12. Yeah, that's why the defense is the way it is. Show up early.
Stop it.
Be there when the person who opens the gate be there. No, you wait until half the team is there, and even listen, any old lady who works in there, she's there before you.
Stop it.
So
Look,
listen,
God, they gave up 9 points in the second half. I gotta
listen.
I gotta
listen. T. Will, if you want Jimmy Lake, just write it on your ballot. That's fine. Right. But what we're not gonna do, listen, if you're on that Jimmy Lake train, I don't know where that train's gonna go, but I'm telling you right now, it's going to the other side of town you may not want to go to. That's all.
Wow.
Listen,
Wow.
you're gonna get lost on that train because he don't know what he's doing. You don't know where you don't know where he's going.
Jimmy, guys, this is what we're gonna do with Jimmy Lake. We're gonna make the Falcons great again, and we're gonna make them huge. If you know who if you know who I'm referring to, you know that. Yeah, Jimmy Lake is in that category with me. He's making it huge.
It's gonna be big.
He's grabbing the defense by the face mask. I'm keeping it clean. If you get what I'm saying.
If you know my face mask, you know what I mean.
He's grabbing the defense by the face mask.
Stop it.
We're talking football here.
Hey, how you say? The Falcon fans attempted to take a shot on my job, but guess what? They missed. They glazed
my ear, and that was fine. I'm okay.
The negativity just grazed me on the face, and I just took it like a champ. I'm still here.
And guess what?
And you're gonna get us canceled already.
Instead of trying to go at 12, I'm going to show up at 11:45. Okay, I'll show up 15 minutes early. I'm going to bring food. Listen, I'm a good man.
I'm gonna talk to Mr. Blank about getting everything squared away. Guess what? We're gonna give away stimulus flags, stimulus meals, and stimulus Falcon jerseys. Make the Falcons great again.
Hey, listen, you come.
That's Jimmy Lake for you.
You come to the game. It's all free. It's all paid for.
I see what you did there, Ryan. But
you shake my hand before the game. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be big. There's another word. Gargantuan.
I'm done.
Jimmy Lake reminds me of a dark-skinned version of 48, but I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest.
Damn.
That
might be the comment against the
Let me go ahead and disconnect my Facebook.
I don't know if guys say about who
anymore. Y'all cut up too much. Y'all ain't gonna together.
You know what? I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna bow my head and slide out of here. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to start no trouble.
I'm gonna do the same because
hey, you know what? I didn't mean to start no trouble. The historian about to do the work job shuffle. I'm going back with it. I had to take a little lyric from the 85-band Super Bowl shuffle for that one, man.
Oh, man. I love it.
Hey, man.
We're going to be doing this every Monday, so feel free to stop in whenever you like, buddy. Seriously.
Hey, thank y'all for having me this Monday, man. I just had to just pop in for a second, just kind of cut up with y'all or whatever. Well, I had a quick break this morning.
Tell them where they can
y'all check. Man, you can find me and the Magnificent Birdcage crew every Thursday, 8 p.m. on YouTube, the Birdcage LLC. And then also before Falcons games, we do what we call a pregame meal show. And then we also do the post-game show, Party Line of Benediction. And we also have interviews from former players. We got a special one coming up for the Denver Broncos game. We got a former Bronco actually coming onto our show on the 13th to talk a little something with us or whatever. I'm going to keep that a little bit of surprise. He was a Broncos legend and is in their Ring of Honor right now. But y'all check us out Thursday, 8 p.m. You either get right or you get left, man. I appreciate you, T. Will, C-Dub, my guy. I always forget my guy at the bottom's name. Please forgive me. I'm not good with names. What's your name, bro?
Listen, it always happens. Listen, it just when you grow up 6'4", big glass, it happens. You get ignored. All right. It's Ladarius. It's Ladarius. You can call
Ladarius.
me, or call me what you feel is appropriate. So there you like, keep a
Hey
mnemonic in
man,
your head every time you see
hey,
me.
hold up. I got to call you money because every time you say something, it's just money, bro. You come through every time. So I got to give your props on that one, man. Whether it's funny or whether it's statistical, you do your thing. Just like the other fellas up here, they do their thing too. But that's my first time really actually saying what's up to you. Ron, I already know how I feel about him. T Will, C Dubs, my guy. But definitely got to give you your flowers, brother. You're definitely very talented, just like these other brothers up here. So y'all keep doing y'all thing. And for those who are in the chat, hit that like and subscribe button for these guys, man. They put out great content. You slipping on your pimping if you got something for free 99 and you too cheap to even push that button. So y'all check these boys out, man. Thank y'all for having me again.
Appreciate it, Ron. Oh my God.
I love Ryan.
Me too. That was some life said you needed.
My OG right there.
Yeah, I love me some Ryan. So
I just wish Ryan would just tell us how he feels, because I sometimes
yeah,
I feel
right. He should stop holding back. Stop holding back. So says without Evans and Godwin, it should not have been that close of a game. In my opinion, a win is a win, though. So of course I'll take it. No, she's absolutely right. Deshaun Caswell, what's up, guys? First place, yeek. Get some. What up, Deshaun? Carrie says, first half, we couldn't stop the run. Can someone explain to me why we weren't stacking the box, knowing they were out there without their top two receivers? They were chanting Bucky in the stands. Couldn't stop the run. Yeah, she's right. I don't know what was up with that. Let me see. Krista, Kirk has really done way more than I expected. He's adapted and become and he really has, because he was in the parking lot of Waffle House. Damn, some Waffle House would be good right about now. Anyway, he is awesome in his quick thinking. He is elite. I went to my tablet. My phone was pissing me off. I hear you, Krista. That happens. Krista says, hey, all the people are asking me, what does the trap oh, wow. Oh, man. God damn it, Ladarius. There you go, starting it. I know you're behind this, Ladarius. I know you did it.
Listen, did I see the video in that tunnel? Listen, did we win the game or not? Listen, was he not inspirational? Listen, we won the game. The man ran, the man threw. Listen,
what does the trap mean? I told him.
Steve, now when we talk about traps, now
of people is asking me.
Merriam-Webster defines the word trap.
Oh wow! I told him. We walk in.
To be fair, Kurt's pre-speech was more effective than Devontae Olsen's or Devontae Adams, because I read Olsen for some reason, but Devontae Adams' speech to the Jets during halftime. So I mean, look, I'd rather have Kurt's speech than Devontae's, and the Jets.
I'd rather have Kurt's speech than the BS in Cleveland.
Yeah,
they won.
Yeah, that was
Jameis. What?
Jameis.
No, famous. Deshaun Watson. Like, I mean, dude, I understand he's not warm and cuddly, but damn, man, like Cleveland, that was dark. I just want you to know you need to get that hate up out your heart. So Carlos said, Greg Olson even shout out to Big Low Country, where you are. Love you, buddy. Greg Olson even made mention of teams attacking what we didn't, getting our butts cut with underneath routes. Often we are on third and long on an out route. They blew my top. Pause. Let's see. Spot on with the Jimmy impersonation. Krista says, thanks, guys. Love you all. Love you too, Krista. Terry, can you send me the links to all the guys how I can watch? Will do, Krista. I've been posting this on people, but don't understand. What the whatever. Krista says, I'm from Bankhead, so I know the track. Oh, all right.
Oh, all right.
Excusez-moi, si vous plaît. Excuse me.
All right.
Hey.
Bankhead.
Hey.
You gotta holler.
We're not doing the Bankhead bounce because it's a morning show. So we're just gonna.
Oh.
Hey.
Whatever. Y'all thought T. Will couldn't do it. That is the only dance I can do. That's so sad. I used to be able to dance back in the day. Like I used to be able to pop, lock, and do all of that, and now
it's the dropping, isn't it? It's the dropping, T. Will. That's the problem. Is that the problem? Listen, hey, we're all adults here. We're all grown men here. Listen. You know, you can listen. If dropping is the problem, they have stuff out there for that now. Okay, go to your doctor. You know, and get that looked at, man. You know, you can take Jimmy Lake with you to drive you there. So he's not doing it.
Oh wow!
He ain't doing nothing before noon anyway. So.
Yeah, he's got nothing but time.
He can drive you to the appointment. Hey man, I appreciate you standing up for. You being the one man in Atlanta. Yeah, he's the only. The docu-series, The Only Man in Atlanta, the Jimmy Lake story.
The last Jimmy Lake survivor.
Can't drive me to that appointment, sir. I'm just not. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, he can check on that drop.
All right, guys. So we. Oh my God! Boy, he always drops one. Hot topics, guys. So. Couple of things came up yesterday. Obviously, we discussed the Falcons and their needs, but I want to talk about counting your chickens before they hatch. Yes, one of our hot topics this morning, counting your chickens before they hatch. Krista says, I love what Jack Spade did, a story he was bumping with all of them. Oh, yeah, man. Jack is the mayor every family goes. But for those of you who didn't see it, there was a Hail Mary yesterday, not in our beloved Falcons game. There was a Hail Mary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it took about 13 minutes because, was it Jaden Daniels? Jaden Daniels is really mobile. He was like, I'm going to go over here. No, I'm not. I wonder, what's my wife cooking for tonight? Wait, do I have a wife? What's my girlfriend cooking tonight? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go over here. Okay. You know what? I got to call mom and tell her to take my dog out. Wait, nope. Let me go over here. All right. And then he finally launches it up, right? That's not the counting your chickens part. The counting your chickens part is the fact that there was a Chicago Bears defensive back or cornerback who was literally talking trash to the Bears, to the
Commanders fans.
Commanders fans, yeah.
Right? How the play is going on. That's how long it took, guys. So he's literally up there like, you guys suck, and you suck, and you suck, and you suck, and you suck worse. And oh shit, the play's going on. Let me go over here and make a play. And he runs and he jumps up, and everybody knows from Pop Warner, your coaches tell you on a Hail Mary, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to knock it down. What does he do? He tips it behind him, probably because he was late and he was talking trash. And the Commanders win the game because the receiver caught the ball. Now, guys, I understand, matching energy, and sometimes you got to get back at a few fans, but this, in my humble opinion, was unacceptable. If this was your teammate, right? What are you saying to him? And I'm going to start with Ron because I know Ladarius is going to make me laugh and Ron is going to say something probably really funny and really mean. So I'm going to start with Ron. I know Chris is just going to lose his shit, but that's one of my 4 curse words I'm allowed, by the way. Sorry, Mr. Sorry, Reverend Johnson. Love you, though. Yeah. All right. So this is your teammate, right? He just did this. You're walking off the field. You fought finally to get a touchdown and take the lead. And on a last-minute play, because this guy's over here interacting with the fans, are you punching him, Ron? Are you cussing him out? Like, what's that interaction going to be?
I would say this.
What are we doing?
And I got this from an old school movie. Y'all might know it. At this moment, you knew. You knew.
Oh, wow.
You fucked up.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
But after that, I just would give him a quick 2-piece, like old school Mike Tyson. Pop, pop. What the matter? What the matter with you? You talking all this junk and backfire.
While the play is going on, Like, it's different if you're on the sideline. Dude, you're on the field.
What?
On the field. What are you doing? Right? All right. C-Dub.
It,
It's your teammate, and it's your teammate, and you guys have just come back to take a lead, and your teammate is out here talking trash to the fans while the play is going on, and then he loops back around, tips the ball up, and it's caught because he doesn't knock it down by the receiver behind him. What's that interaction going to be like with you, C-Dub?
First of all, I just saw 29. I saw what you were saying about 29. I would just take this stick right here. I would turn that son bitch sideways, and you already know what I would do. But let me make this very clear. He would not be walking. I would make sure that if I'm about to get cut, if I'm about to get fined, I'm going to make it worth my while. That punk, and I'm sorry. Look, first of all, Stevenson, you ain't done nothing in the NFL to allow yourself to do shit like that.
I don't think there's any player that could do that. Even if
no one could. Ed Reed, Troy Polamalu would never. Yeah. But the thing is this guy was just like, yeah, talk as the play's going, like you said. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You gonna go get a sandwich while you're out too?
Yeah, dude. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh my God, they are going to kill him in Chicago."
They should.
Gee,
look.
They kill.
No way.
That ain't the place you can do that
in the
bro.
70s, in the 80s, heck, the 90s, even the 2000s. They wouldn't let you do that. I mean, come on. You gotta. This is stupid. And it's like, oh well. He batted the ball. Yeah, but you chose to knock it down. Or if you're going to hit it up, make sure you hit it so that no one can get it. No, you just
My coach always taught me, and not that I was ever tall, but knock it down. Knock it down. We're not trying to knock it. We're trying to knock it down. Because guess what? If you knock it down, they can't catch it. So I don't know. Ladarius, this is your teammate. He does the goofy stuff. What are you? I can only imagine. What are you doing, Ladarius? I can't wait for this.
Taking a drink of my liquid drink here. Now, I'd have some. I'm like, first of all, are you related to some guy in Atlanta named Jimmy Lake? Because
oh my God, stop.
Because you were
stop.
Because hey, Jimmy Lake's like, is he your stepdad or is there something like this is how you play defense? Listen, ignore what people say. When your coach hands you a stat sheet, you throw it away. You don't use it. It's a waste. It's waste the paper it was laminated on. You don't look at it. And listen, hey, you were up. Listen, you were going to win the game. They didn't need you. There was more of you guys. You were just hey. You should have told your coach I shouldn't have been out there.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, you had time. You were talking to the fans, and listen, Jimmy, I coach from listen, I coach from a distance sometimes, so I had a great perspective of your play, and and listen, it's not your fault.
Oh wow.
People will tell you, just like in Atlanta, they will tell you it's not your fault. Wow. It could be your fault. But I'm telling you, as your stepfather, it's not your fault.
Stop it. All right, man. William Amy says we still need to clean up something's moving forward, or we need to clean up some things moving forward. And you're right, William. We need to clean up. First off, we need a big ugly in the middle. So, William, I think you're just joining. Some of the things we talked about during the trade deadline, we need to go and get a big ass nose tackle. We need to go and get a pass rusher on the other end of Matthew Judon that's going to make a difference, maybe or two. And potentially we may need a backup guard. Not sure, but we definitely need the first two. So we are in step with you. And William says we need to get some pass rush on Dak Prescott. Definitely. No doubt about it. No doubt about that. So, guys, Ron, when we were talking yesterday, you brought up a nose tackle, and New York would have to be as dumb can be
Mm-hmm.
to trade this guy. But well, guys, didn't mean for you to see that.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it wasn't anything bad. It was just me telling Jack, "Hey, are you up?" Because we're supposed to be doing the show, so it wasn't like anything like that, anything nefarious. But I don't know. I just didn't think you guys would want to see my Facebook. Anyway, so what the hell are we doing? What the hell are we talking? I just had a brain.
You were looking for like like Dexter
The
Lawrence or
pass
somebody. Or
rusher.
the pass
we
rusher.
get talked about.
Thank you. You get me. Thank you. I had a senior moment. Okay, so yesterday you brought up trading for Dexter Lawrence. Now, for those of you who don't know, Dexter Lawrence is rated a 90
Mm-hmm.
on PFF, which means he is damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm Terry F. Baby, there's no way I'm trading him. I am sorry. You'd have to you'd have to give me the farm. Like there's no. I'm not trading him. I'm not trading him. But if they were stupid enough to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they could give us him and Aziz Ojulari is Aziz whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Aziz Olajari. Yeah.
Ojulari. To me, that's two birds, one stone. And
Right.
for that, I might be willing to trade a couple of firsts, maybe Tyler Algier. I might be willing to trade him for that. I might take some convincing. I might need a little liquor, but I
Right.
might be willing to do that because that really would be. I mean, you put this guy in the middle, you're not going to run on us anymore.
Right.
And not that Aziz is the greatest pass rusher, but he's better than anything we got.
Right.
Oh, and hey, I'd give him 3 firsts for that. That I would do. I'm not an F those picks guy, but in this case, I'm an F guy. I would give him 3 firsts and a second.
Right.
You know what I would do that. That's me. Who else, guys? I'm sorry, Ron. You about to say something? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I've been following Dexter Lawrence career since he was in college, and since he was in college, I told a good friend of mine, Travis and Nate, I said we need to get this dude. That's the Lawrence. He was doing this in college now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now he is legit, like a top D tackle in my opinion.
Yeah, he's 42 pounds. He's a big
right.
boy.
And if you get him, I hate to say this, but I would trade Grady Jarrett for him.
I don't know that I would trade Grady, but he would definitely get some of he and David Onyemata's playing time. Like, Grady.
I would probably get rid of Onyemata before I get rid of Grady.
This is why I say this. Because Grady Jarrett coming up on contract.
So is Onyemata.
Right. So I would trade one of them to get him and to get the pass rush. Can you imagine if we had that what we got?
I'd trade Tyler. Look, I would with that being said, I would try not to trade anybody. I would give him 3 first-round picks.
Right.
And a second and call it a day and see if we could do it. And if that gets it done, that gets it done. But that's a deal I would make today. But this dude's rated a 90%. Like, that's reserved for people like, I don't know, Aaron Rodgers in his prime. Like, when you talk, that's almost like a 98 on Madden, right?
But
so if it's me, there's no way in HE double hockey sticks I trade Dexter Lawrence. Now, if they're stupid enough to do it, I'm definitely taking it.
But like my co-host on Talk Your Ish always say, it's such a boring every day. The Giants is a sucker. If you let Saquon Barkley go and you paying Danny pennies, yeah, yeah.
What's his contract? So give me a sec. Let's look at his contract. Dexter Lawrence contract. Let's see here.
I think he been in the NFL for like 4 years. I
Yes,
think.
he has. So he signed a 4-year, $90 million contract in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can bring it up on Sport Track. There we go. So he is okay, so he's not cheap.
Right.
So he's going to be 24 million. The cap hit is 24 million this year,
Right.
7 million next year, and 26. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think they trade him, being that they just signed him.
I mean,
I just can't see that. I mean, it's great, but I don't know.
I cannot. Me personally, I thought they would never let Saquon Barkley go, but they did.
Yeah, I hear you.
So it like
That was free agency though, guys.
I mean, but
Yeah.
they still could have gave him the money. I look at Saquon Barkley, one of those running backs that punt every 4 years.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even say every 4 years. He's a generational player.
Right, he a generation
every
running back.
Right, correct. He's elite. He is elite.
Your best bet to keep those running backs on your shelf.
Yeah. Well, not to cut you off, you know how the NFL views running backs once they hit 30. You get that had to be that had to play into that, right? Because I mean, we know Saquon is great, but they're probably figuring I don't want to play this guy 4 or 5 years when in 3 years he is probably not going to be what he was, right? I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying that was probably the thought process, right? Krista said, why are they not playing some of our new guys like Dorless? Can't think of the rest of them. And Carlo says trading Tyler cripples our running attack. Bijan won't be as durable. And you know what? You're right, Carlo. You're right about that. I wouldn't want to trade Tyler, but I'm desperate here. Guys, does Dorless suck, or why are we not playing him? Let's be real.
Probably doesn't know the playbook. You know, that's me and Ryan actually got into it on the Birdcage because he says doesn't know the playbook. And at the time I was saying was when people say, well, we should be playing our young, or we don't need to draft pick or use our draft capital because we need those draft picks. And I'm going, well, where are they playing now? And that's basically me saying they're on the bench. They're not being used. And the way Raheem is coaching, he ain't using them. So I think there's a little bit of both. I think maybe he doesn't know the playbook. And also, I think the other thing is that no one wants to talk about is that Ra doesn't play rookies. And when he does play them, it's like sparingly.
Well, so, he's playing Rook. And in fairness, guys, and again, this is from a long view. I did see Dorless get his clock cleaned a couple of times.
Yeah.
And when I say, I mean, he got knocked to the ground. Now, let me tell you something. It's one thing if you get blocked out of a play. That happens to everybody. But you get knocked to the ground.
Right.
And this happened not once, but I kind of wonder, right? Because the last guy I saw get knocked to the ground was Mayfield.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just putting it out there. Ron, what you got?
I read somewhere that if you look at all the players on that defensive line, we paying. That's why they're not really playing the rookies. That's what I read.
No, I get it. We're playing Rook though, right? Rook is decent.
He's also got hurt, so we don't know the extent to his injury either. So we're what's going to happen with him, because there might be a chance that Dorless plays if Rook is out for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So do you if you paying somebody some money, will you let that person stay at home? And you paying that person a lot of money. You see what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
We
All right.
paying Grady, we paying Jamari, we paying Eddie, whatever his name, can't find him.
Yeah, Mr. Retired.
Yeah, the one that keep on retiring for the past 3 years and
Yeah,
coming back and
he's skinny Eddie. He's skinny Eddie now.
right.
He's fat Eddie.
So we got all the money going out, but will you let them be at home, or will you let them play? And next year you play the rookies. I don't know. That's just me though.
All right, I got a guy for y'all. And I'm just bringing this name up because pass rushers I'd come up with, but the D tackles I had to do some looking at. But what about Quentin Williams for the Jets? The Jets suck.
Would they trade? I hear you, right? But guys, you're talking about
hold on. The reason I bring this name up is also you got to remember they got old man River, Aaron Rodgers, who can't play, Devontae Adams, who loves himself some Aaron Rodgers, and honestly, the Jets are a crap show. I censored myself for you, by the way. So they're it's almost like this. You got to, and by the way, you're 2-5. You're not even close to division. You're tied with the freaking Patriots. And they have the tiebreaker over you as how bad you are.
Today. Yeah.
So that's why I'm looking at it and I'm just going, again, when we talk about deals, I'm throwing names out there because here's why. You got to find out who's available.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think we keep saying Baltimore or we keep saying the Browns, but the Browns beat Baltimore.
Yeah, there's no way the Browns are getting rid of Myles Garrett. But real quick,
no,
Thomas,
they got Jadea Smith that's available.
Yeah, I think that's a weak guys like that, guys like Ojulari, who you probably can pry them. I don't think the Jets would get rid of Quentin Williams. But one sec. Thomas Maseko says go ATL next week. Carlo Wiggins says I think we offload a lot of our front seven and they using the old guys till the tread falls off, then reload with young bulls in the draft.
Right.
The contract hits in the offseason. He also says, I also think that our expectation is higher than the organization. They figure getting us at least in the playoffs will suffice. Then we build on next year. Don't know about that. It's an interesting thought. Building the franchise steady to make runs for years. Okay, I can get behind that. Now, let's talk about that, B-Dub. What were you saying? I apologize. What were you saying?
No, I was just stating that, when you're looking for a deal, you're trying to find some guys that are going to be players that are going to make an impact for you. And, yeah, you want to make sure the contract. You want to make sure. But here's the thing. When you're trying to win a champion, if it's like this, and I keep going back to this, what are we trying to do? Are we trying to win a championship? Because here's the thing, and the reason why I ask, you did sign Kirk Cousins.
You did.
And that wasn't a cheap contract. And then you signed Mooney. So you made all-in moves. Now, me personally, I thought you should have addressed the defensive needs, like saying getting a bunch of young guys to reload. Yeah. You should have grabbed the pass rusher in the first round. And everyone's like, well, they took care of that in the second, third, and fourth. It's like, look, you tell them, look, I love how everyone thought Braylon Trice is Lawrence Taylor incarnate, but he got injured. Because all I hear is, well, if they had Braylon Trice, man, this team would be something. Falcons, I love y'all. I do. Please get off the dreamland. Because rookies, unfortunately, don't have success in rushing the passer, especially with the Falcons, especially with Jimmy Lake. Do you really think Jimmy Lake was going to let a rookie cut loose?
I don't know. I don't know. So all right, so
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. So I'm looking at it like that's why I say. So if you're in this situation and you're trying to make the playoffs, go
okay,
get you somebody and
Well,
go get somebody. And look,
I agree.
yeah, you could go get Azazdea Smith. You could get or G. Jalari. But
Mhm.
we still have the question of, well, what about the guy in the middle? And I've been asking that too. So,
what?
yeah.
Well, bro, I mean, again, look, man, a big ass D tackle
Yeah, no, exactly.
runs that's equivalent to a wife that really loves football. Like she's not just telling you, "Oh, home run, yay, honey!" Like she really loves football. She
What?
can play Madden. She knows coverages. You know,
Hey, well, honey, we scored. Oh, that's a great home run. No, that's a touchdown.
right? She doesn't get mad when you go out with your friends. She's not pissed at you. You know what I mean? She
What?
doesn't speak in any window. She speaks her mind. She's a rare breed. I'm just saying.
What?
Whoa,
All right.
whoa, women
You
don't speak.
don't let those guys go. If look, let me tell you something. If I'm a GM of the Giants, you'd have to take my left pinky before I would even think about giving up Dexter Lawrence.
Oh,
And
I'll take your hand if I have to. I'll do it.
hey, bro, you're gonna get a fight because you'd have
Yeah.
to.
I got some I know some of you soccer people.
But once again,
Joke.
once again, this is the Giants. That I think that will give them up for a 3rd-round pick.
No, I think they would want
Bro,
a second or a first.
get
You
that?
can't, not for
Bro,
Dexter Lawrence, bro.
I got a feeling.
That would be
And this-
amazing, but
I got this feeling that the Giants be like, okay, we don't care. We got another one.
I mean, hey, bro, I'd take him in a heartbeat. And
Right.
the other side of that, fellas, is you're gonna have to make some maneuvers. So if you go and get Dexter Lawrence, that's $27 million. You probably can't go and get anybody else. We got what, 10 million in cap space? You're gonna have to make some deals the next day.
Right.
So, that there's the other side, or you probably would have to trade somebody. You probably would.
Bye-bye, Richie Grant.
You probably would have, or David Onion. You'd have to trade somebody to get that.
Bye-bye, Richie Grant.
They're not going to take Richie Grant.
yeah.
Hey.
Hold on,
They're not
Ron.
gonna take Richie Grant. They're not.
Ron, hold on. I know what Ron's doing. Ron is trying to He is the low ball. You don't want to trade with Ron because
Yeah.
Ron is going to go to the bottom of his roster and like, look, I got this booger eating kid and Richie Grant and 2 broke legs. What can I get for that? Can I get 1 rib? That's Ron. Ron is the 1 rib guy. He ain't going to do nothing. He ain't going to give you no option where others are like, I'll give you like a second, maybe a second, and maybe next year's 3rd can work something like. Oh, that's a good offer. No, Ron, I got 2 broke legs on this table here. Richie Grant.
Or
Look, a bologna sandwich that was eaten by Jimmy Lake.
Or
because he didn't know how to finish it. But anyway.
or I will give you 1 rib.
Wow.
You went back to I'm going to get you sucker. Okay. Ladarius. If you're trading for let's say you're trading for Quentin Williams, which is going to cost you dearly. What are you offering for him? What are you giving up?
Well, here's the thing. If there's two there's 2 ways you go about this, and we talked about this, where like Raheem Morris came from the Rams, who they didn't believe in picks, and it led them. They went on and got Von Miller, they went on and got Jalen Ramsey, they went and got Matthew Stafford. They went out and sacrificed their draft, knowing that they were going to be in purgatory, after that because A, their age, and B, the money. So the question is, if you're Terry Fontenot, what are you willing to give up? If you believe that this roster is a pass rusher away, a run stopper away, what are you willing to give up? And like I say, I don't see a world where like Myles Garrett's off the table because we're talking about just the money itself. That's number one.
Yeah.
Forget about the draft picks and the packaging.
Yeah.
And then when you look at a guy like you go to the Jet side, you look at guys like Hassan Reddick, even Quinn Wynn, like, and then, but I go to the argument of if you want to go and compete, and listen, you can look at teams right now who are absolute cheeks. Like we talked about the Giants. I think you have a better shot of getting Olajari than you do Dexter Lawrence.
I would agree.
Yeah,
like you may not have to sacrifice the farm to get Olajari, because they're not going to trade away Brian Burns. They're not going to trade away Dexter Lawrence.
Right.
They're good.
Right.
And then also, like I said, another name to consider is like go to the Patriots, like Josh Uche, the linebacker, because listen, he had 11 and a half sacks back in 2 years ago. He can get if you need help there. It's once again you're not giving you're trying to find guys cap space, and what do you want? Draft picks I feel aren't necessarily the issue for Terry. It's the cap space issue.
Yeah.
It's how do you make it fit, because like we could argue, like we've argued, like listen, they had an off season, they had a draft to figure out the pass rush, and but the reality is if we still need more help, like we went and got Judon, and it didn't cost us a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. So if you're looking to stack up the middle, you have to start looking for players that can, it's kind of like if you look at the chart situation, high production, low cost. You got to start looking for those guys because listen, the reason why the Rams had a lot of cap space, that's when they were able to do what they did, because their GM is like, look, I'm gonna get these dudes and we're gonna win a Super Bowl because these are the pieces we're missing. And if you're Terry Fontenot, who's playing for a contract essentially, what are you willing to give up and factor in the cap space? Because Quinn Williams sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Myles Garrett, that's not Dexter Lawrence sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
So the reality becomes, what do you do in terms of that? And listen, and if I'm Terry, listen, start, I'm not saying Hassan Reddick. You might have a better shot at getting Hassan Reddick if you want to get anybody. And if you could convince him to get if you have a better shot, I'm not, because the Jet season is done. Like, don't let people fool you. It's done.
Yeah, it is.
So, but to close out, it's just a question of, listen, I look at Emmanuel Ogbah for the Dolphins. Like, he's in his 30s, but once again, he may not get you, but he can generate a rush. He can give life to the lifeless, which is something we need to show something, because like I say, we let Baker Mayfield throw for 330 yards, and he didn't have his two top. That's like you going out there. It's like you go to the concert. It's like having no earth and no wind, but fire's there. But you got rain, and you got rain and sunshine. Like listen, it's like, hey, where's earth and wind?
Nobody's saying reasons. I'm so pissed at you guys. Somebody should have sang the reasons. Somebody did it. Okay.
And the reason
somebody should have sang the reasons. I'm just saying. Can't bring up Earth, Wind, and Fire without the reasons. Anyway.
Remember, you can pop, lock, don't drop, Twill. Don't drop.
Yeah, no drop. No drop.
But listen, I can't, I'm in Florida. I can't come and help you. Like, I can't. I'm like, I gotta take my work with me. I gotta go do. Where are you
when
going?
When it gets to that drop part, you say no yeet.
No, yeah. Or tell Jimmy Lake, dropping. He loves dropping things. He'll know how to handle it.
Dropping.
I'll be right there.
Back. You know what? He could defend a Hail Mary pass because he could drop way back.
Oh wow! Stop it! All right.
And the reasons dropping.
I'm just saying, you got to be on it, guys.
Jimmy Lake. I mean, I couldn't sing. Listen, I couldn't sing and bring my point up. I'm just.
Then it's C-Dub's fault because he should have keyed on to the. He was on it the other day. C-Dub went into the reasons, and you would have found. And Ron would have been on percussion. Ron would have been on drums.
And I would have been. We've been back dressed like Big Red, like counting the money. Count the money.
Yeah. All right, guys. All right, so now it's time for shout outs. And one more thing. Why did they stop throwing in the second half down the middle? They were killing them. I think Tampa adjusted their coverage. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at the coverage. But guys, we are back Friday night. At that point, we can get into the preview. We can get into the game versus the Cowboys. You know what our strategy is going to be, what our must-dos are. You know what we can and can't do. We'll get into it at that time. But this has been really fun. Again, this was our maiden voyage on Monday morning. I think it was a successful one. I had a great time with you guys and looking forward to doing it again every Monday at 8 a.m. So please, everyone on the panel, tell them where they can find you. We will start with Brother Ladarius, the comedian, who will let us know where we can find him. Go ahead, Ladarius. Where can we find him?
Well, I'm going to put that in my bio. Comedian on the. What do you bring? That's all I bring.
That's not a bring, sir. But you make me laugh.
What about stats? I don't need to bring them. I just bring the.
No,
bring the
you make me laugh, Darius.
I bring the paper plates and the forks. I don't bring nothing else.
Hey,
Look,
you got bring one rib.
You bring more than Jimmy Lake does.
Listen, I ain't gonna bring no rib. I'm gonna probably eat that one rib on the way there.
Why did I even bring it up? And where can we find you, Ladarius?
You can find me on Twitter or X and TikTok on Ladarius_Brown, Instagram Ladarius_Brown. You can find me Beyond Women's Sports, where I write there. And like I said, I do the football previews. I previewed the Giants Steelers game tonight. It's up on TikTok and on Twitter to check that out. And I do NFL previews every week of the season.
So now that gives me an idea, and you know what? Maybe we should discuss it off camera because I don't want to put you on blast. So we'll.
I was going to say like, man, I'm going to get Jesus. Talking about Jimmy Lake exposure, like exposing too high safety exposure. Like, what do we do? I need help out here.
I need help.
There's 10 guys out here. Wait, where's the 11th guy? What am I doing?
He wouldn't ask for help. He just go, we're doing good.
Where's Jimmy? He's not even here. What the hell are you talking? He's not even here? What are you talking about?
Or Jimmy Lake be like, they put the drink in my hand.
Yeah, just put.
Yeah.
I got $100. No, Jimmy.
You guys are really gonna make Jimmy Lake hate me. I'm just putting that out there. I don't hate you, Jimmy.
Well, tell Jimmy to do his job, and we want to say such negative.
I don't hate you, Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy, you got to give me something to work with because these guys have hate in their heart, Jimmy. I don't know why.
Listen, T. Will is speaking for T. Will only. He will not speak for the Jimmy Lake Hate Club. I mean, not so good club. So.
Hey guys, drop your links in the chat. By the way, drop your links. And Ron, I know you got to scroll, so you might want to start now. You're probably finished by lunchtime, but go ahead and drop off. Go ahead. Yeah, Ron. So, Chris,
reasons why
you can find me on Talk Your Ears Tuesday nights around 8 o'clock. We be on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. We be everywhere. You can also find me on the eye test on Thursday nights and with C-Dub. You can also find me on the Waffle House Friday nights with C-Dub. You can also find me on here every Monday and Sunday. And you can find me on
he forgot. See
that?
Pops and the Hammy Brothers. Pops and the Hammy Brothers.
I knew he was going to do this.
Pops and the Hammy Brothers. Thursday night.
And my beard gang.
Beard gang. Everywhere.
Damn. C-Dub.
You know what? If you get on YouTube, look, if you get on YouTube and look for Ron or April Thomas, you'll find them.
Damn. C-Dub, you need to, you're his agent. You should have like all his links on like a notepad or something.
Dude, if
he's not gonna remember, C-Dub. This is on you. Hey. You're his manager. This is on you. And exactly. So Krista says, I can't remember all of that. Can y'all send me a friend? Yeah, just send her a friend request.
We're going to send you a friend request.
Just send me a friend request on Facebook.
Yeah.
Chris, I got you. Don't worry. But yeah, to find me, it's not that hard. C-Double and if you type that in on Facebook, that's where you'll find me. And my face will pop up. So I got 2 accounts. One's the page, and the actual one is my Facebook. The other is C28 on YouTube. I just put it in the comments. And then also another way to find me is on Twitter, CAAWTN. And look, we do the Beard Gang. That's going to be tomorrow, where we review the Falcons show or the Falcons game. And, we're going to be positive about how bad our freaking pass rush is. But anyway,
oh my God.
And how, Richie Grant maybe have one good leg or something. He's just going to, But anyway, him and his buddy found your seat up. Thank you, Krista. And but that's the way to find me. And look, we're going to have a good time. And I enjoyed this. Want to thank Terry for giving us an opportunity to do this, and want to thank Ladarius for following and hanging with us, because man, this is fun. And Ron, anytime we do stuff together, we're gonna have fun.
All right.
Oh, there you go. So guys, you can find me, and Ladarius dropped his link. Thank you. And Carlo, we appreciate you joining, man. Krista, thank you. And number one, to everyone who joined us in the chat, thank you guys so much. We enjoyed you. We hope you enjoyed us. We hope you enjoyed the content. We hope you enjoyed the show. We will be here every Monday, and we would love for you to join us and really build this thing up. And hey, let's grow together. Let's talk about some Falcons. Let's talk the Falcons into the Super Bowl. But hey, we appreciate you guys definitely. Secondly, as always, I got to thank God. Would not be here without him. Wakes me up every morning, and I got to give him all praises due. Thank the Lord. Also got to thank Mr. Jack Spade, who gave me my start in this business. Jack, wherever you are, we're supposed to do a show this morning, but it's okay because it's your birthday weekend and you're probably tired. But again, got to thank Jack Spade. Got to thank my brother, Eric Parker, who many of you guys know. Who's calling me? That's my wife. No, actually, she's calling my daughter. Let me turn this down. Anyway. All right. Stop. Okay. I didn't answer. Sorry, guys. Last but not least, what the hell am I talking about? Okay, yeah, shout out. So I gotta thank everybody on my team, everybody on this panel. Ladarius, Ron, C-Dub, I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for joining me this morning. I know it was uber early, especially when most of us were up late, but I had a great time with you guys. I appreciate you all, man. Got to give shout outs to Lisa Shepard, Jabri Harper, and the lovely Miss Tiff Rains, who's also on my team. Shout out to Carrie, Miss Carrie, our producer from One Time for the Fan, who got up and joined the show. And Bodie 3000. What up, dude? For those of you who don't know Bodie's hilarious. Bodie remind me of each other a little bit, because Bodie is a savage like Ladarius, although Bodie's a little more audacious. Ladarius is subtle with his cuts. He's very subtle. He's very subtle with it. He's funny, but he's subtle. Where Bodie's just gonna slit your throat.
Thank you. Question mark? I think I did.
So, hey guys, last but not least, you can find me at One Time for the Fan, typically on Wednesdays and Fridays. During the football season, we really don't do shows on Sundays. Wednesday nights at 8, Friday mornings at 9 a.m. And we're supposed to have a pop-up show sometime today, so you can look for that. You can also find me on my channel, which is 4myAtlSports1, on Friday evenings at 7, and typically Sunday right after the Falcons game. And then we have a Monday morning show that we just completed that we would love for you guys to join us on. So look at guys, it's a great season thus far. I got a really good feeling it's going to continue to be. And last but not least, shout out to Jimmy Lake. Ha ha! I got you guys. And hey man, you guys be great. We will see you Friday with the preview for the upcoming game. And enjoyed you guys. Go Falcons, rise up.
Yeet. No yeet on Jimmy.